Today, Monty travels to stunning Whitefish, Montana to talk to Curtis and Stacy Ost about their 1941 Chevrolet school bus.
Hi guys, I'm Monty with Cruise Kalispell. Welcome to Stay Tuned, the show where we talk to everybody and anybody about the coolest cars in Flathead Valley. Today I'm with Curtis and Stacy Ost to talk about their 1941 Chevy School Bus. Hey Kurt.
Hey Monty.
Thanks for letting me come out.
You bet, good to see you.
I absolutely love this bus. I've seen it at car shows for the last couple years.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about it.
Well, you know, I've had a few other projects, and my wife, she said that she'd like to have her own street rod, and I asked what she wanted, and she said, well, I'd either like to have a Camaro convertible or a short bus. And I thought, well, it'd be a pretty cool change to do something different, and so we started looking, and kind of funny, I told one friend of mine about it, and the very next day, he found one that the guy just bought, and he was gonna scrap it out. Anyway, I went right over and bought it, and it was just exactly what we were looking for.
So it was pretty much bare bones. You had to start from the ground up and rebuild it.
Yeah.
New sheet metal and...
It came from Colorado. There was a air conditioner out this window right here. And you can see where there was a stovepipe out the back at one time, and there was a little sink here. Somebody had a camper in there.
And you have a newer diesel motor in it now, right?
Yeah, it has a Cummins 5.9 out of a 94 Dodge pickup, and it's got a 4-speed Allison out of a FedEx truck, and the rear end is out of the 94 Dodge pickup as well.
That's cool. Did you use that frame?
It's the original frame. The front suspension is out of a 76 Chevy motorhome that I narrowed. I think that's all the components, other than it does have an older overdrive unit. It's like an over-under unit out of an old school bus.
Oh, really? Yeah. That's cool. You were telling me about the fenders, so you actually used a front fender for the rear fender.
I did, yeah. The front fenders need to be widened, so I cut them, not really down the middle, but I cut them, you know, about through the middle of the headlight there. And I took that outer piece off and put it on the rear, and then I had another set that I cut farther out and put them on the front. So that gave me the wider fenders on the front.
Well, I think it looks really cool with the 22s on it as well.
Curtis and Stacy's 41 school bus was featured in Motor Trend's Truck Trend Network magazine. For an in-depth look, search the web for Truck Trend 1941 Chevrolet School Bus. Hey, stick around. Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
Our small brewery just grew by leaps and bounds. It was a good problem. We needed a bigger location. So then we contacted Ross Rodemaker at Farmer State Bank, and he was more than helpful. Without Farmer State Bank, we wouldn't have been able to expand.
An equal housing lender and member FDIC.
Today, Monty is in Whitefish, Montana, talking to Curtis and Stacy Ost about their 1941 Chevrolet school bus.
So I know this bus represents the School of Hard Knocks now, but this was actually a school bus from Colorado?
Yeah, it was Eagle County High School, Gypsum, Colorado. And how it got here, I really have no idea, but I found it down by the airport at a storage unit. So
they probably used it in the 40s and 50s, and then it retired and went to some field somewhere.
Yeah, and I'm kind of wondering if in the early 40s, if it was repurposed military, the colors it was painted. I really don't know the history, but would like to.
Yeah, that's really cool that you know what school it actually came from.
Yeah.
That's pretty neat. Let's check out the inside.
All right. The inside is all, it's like a limo, and it's got yellow houndstooth, which was kind of hard to find, you know, but I did find a whole bunch of it on eBay. I found out the hard way that it stains very easily. I got a little grease on my elbow on the driver's side and had to have the panel remade. So luckily that I do have some more of that material. But
so did you build custom seats for the inside?
Yes, all the bases. I built the bases, just the metal structure, and was very lucky. A guy in Kalispell, kind of an old school builder, built the rear seats similar to what a diner would be. So it has the zigzag springs in it, which is kind of cool. When you're sitting back there, you get a diner seat, and then the front ones were out of an old motorhome.
So the real question is, does Stacy ever let you drive it?
Yeah, it's her bus, so yeah.
Just occasionally.
Yeah, and it's amazing what the different mile per gallon it gets when she drives it compared to what I get.
Oh, yeah?
But yeah, she can get about 21, and I seem to get about 17 for some reason. But
yeah, it's really cool. And you know, I've seen buses done in magazines, but I've never actually seen one in person. So it's really cool that we have one here in the Flathead Valley.
Yeah,
it's really neat, and I think this is a really good example of what to do with a bus, you know, if you want to make it cool.
You know, I think probably the biggest inspiration was when Chip Foose and built the one for John Force. Yeah. And that was kind of everybody's first taste, or, you know.
Yeah, what you could actually do with it.
Right, yeah, and that was pretty cool. And I'm sure there was a lot of builders before him, but that was the first one that was kind of recognized by everybody, so.
Well, thank you for letting me come out here, Kurt. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
This is one of the coolest trucks in town for sure.
Well, thank you.
And man, you really knocked it out of the park with this one.
Appreciate it.
So, thanks, Kurt.
All right.
Thank you for watching this episode of Stay Tuned. If you would like to have your car featured on the show, you can email me at cruzkalispell@gmail.com or DM me on Facebook. See you next time.
Let's do one more time with a lot of energy.
Hang on.
Cruz Kalispell's Stay Tuned, sponsored by Farmers State Bank.